Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Southern Sorcery. Very excited about today's video. I'm always excited about the videos. What am I saying? But today we've got the newest set, Wilds of ELDRAINE. This set is a throwback to Throne of ELDRAINE, which came out probably, around 2020? Somewhere in there? Right around COVID time? Yeah, I think so. That's when it came out. So this set's got a lot of retro cards in it. It's got a lot of cool stuff, so I'm excited to open it. Also want to give a big shout out to Mark Vickers, local store owner of Cardboard Shuffle back in Kingsport, Tennessee. If you're ever in the area, please check him out. He was gracious enough to send me this box and say, Shane, I want you to open this for the people. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open it for everybody. So Mark, thank you. Give him a shout out. I will link his stuff at the bottom of this video, so be sure to give him a shout out. And like I said, if you're in the area, go visit his shop. He's done a lot of hard work to get it to where it's at, and it's a fun place to go hang out, play Magic. He's got a ton of other collectibles and stuff. So yeah, tell him Shane sent you. He might give you a discount, or he might charge you double.
Better double it, double.
Who knows? The choice is yours. Alright, cool. I'm excited to open this. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. I haven't looked up prices for this stuff, so if I miss on some bangers and I ooh and all over the cheap stuff, you'll just have to be like, Shane, you big dummy.
You a big dummy.
But let's get to cracking and see what we get in here. I'm really excited about this stuff. The original set had a lot of cool cards, so I'm expecting the same thing for here. Got a food token, a Phyrexian Unlife. Yeah, man, it's beautiful. Leyline of Anticipation. Keep my rares here, my mythics in this pile. Hey, there's a Rowan. Used to be paired with Will and Rowan, the siblings. There's a mythic Fairy Slumber Party, a Realm Scorcher Hellkite, our second mythic. Hatching Plans, Stab Wound. Man, look at that force. That is so pretty. That is just, it's got Fairy Tale all over it. So yeah, we'll keep these cool cards over here. Basically, and then we'll just kind of go through Obrira, Ego Drain, Picklock Prankster, little Prankster, Moment of Valor, Torture the Tower, Brave the Wilds, and Prophetic Prism. So many cool words to say with such a cheesy accent.
I'm French! Why do you think I have this outrageous accent, you silly king?
Yeah, hope everybody's doing well. It's fall time. Football time's back. Everybody like football? Food token. A Scalding Viper. Yeah, it's the most wonderful time of the year when football's back. Hardened Scales, nice card. Put it with themes. My piles probably won't make sense by the end of this. A Restless Biovac, a land. These lands, I think, are pretty popular. I don't know financially if they're worth a ton, but the cool thing is you can pay additional mana for them and have them become creatures. That's always pretty playable. So nice. That'll go here. A Court of Ardenvale. That's nice. I like that. Make sure the camera can see all these. You see me looking like some old one, just like, adjust my spectacles here. Yeah, I like that a lot. A Tangled Colony at Rat. Tangled Colony can't block. When it dies, create X/1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block, where X is the amount of damage dealt to this turn. That seems pretty fun. I like that a lot. Vampiric Rites, classic card. Hatchling Plans again. A Beautiful Island. A Red Tooth Vanguard. A Stormkilled Vanguard. A Dream Spoilers. Man, they're just... Man, let the person sleep in peace. My goodness.
Let me sleep for the love of God.
They're just like bad dreams, bad dreams, bad dreams. Your teeth are falling out. Bad dreams. You're naked at your graduation ceremony. I always had that dream. It was terrible. Ice Out. Ooh, I'm icy, so icy. A Besotted Night. Obrira's Attendance, and a Plunge into Winter. Yeah. So a common theme with these collector boxes, all the uncommons and commons, as you can see here, are just foiled out. So if you're ever looking to just completely get yourself foils from this set, these boxes are great to open because you're just going to get pretty much everything foil with the exception of some of these full art cards. You'll see they'll be unfoiled sometimes. Everything else, including the tokens, are foil. So like I said, if you're into the foil, this is the place you want to go. A Godric Cloaked Reveler, a Defense of the Heart, nice, and the anime art, that's really cool. They call it anime art. I think that's the actual word. I mean, you can tell it looks like anime. A Gundrop Poisoner, Human Warlock with no arms. This looks like little tentacles made of candy. That's what nightmares are made out of, right? I think so. The Iron Crag. Yeah, that's where the Sword Excalibur is, right? It's a legendary artifact. You can tap it for a colorless. Whenever it enters the battlefield under your control, you may have the Iron Crag become a legendary equipment artifact named Everflame, Hero's Legacy. If you do, it gains Equip 3, and Equip creature gets +3/+3 and loses all other abilities. Pretty interesting. A Likeness Looter, a Fairy Shapeshifter, a Compulsion, Grasp of Fate, put those here, a Swampy Swamp, a Twisted Felty, a Charade of Numbing Depths, a Knight of Doves. Oh, the Knight of Doves, man, how wonderful. I need a hero. I'm calling out for a hero. Something with doves. Root Rider Fawn. That's a Sapphire Scout. Flick a Coin. A Diminisher Witch. Little bug flying around here. Diminisher Witch. And that's all of those. Again, all the shiny stuff. Go on now, get bug. Yeah, let me know what you pulled in this set. I've yet to really play with it. I didn't draft it. I didn't go to a pre-release, unfortunately. Doesn't have time. Shared Animosity. It's a great card. Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until in turn for each other attacking creature that shares a creature top with it. So for tribal decks, this is fantastic. Hey, nice, and Omniscience. Great card, and the special art as well. That's awesome. Yeah, the art, they just went all out for these. A lot of people think this stuff is better than Commander Masters, which, I mean, I have a hard time arguing with it because there's just some absolute bombs in here, and the artwork is just chef's kiss. A Bramble Familiar, Court of Garenbrig. There's another Godric, Utopia Sprawl, Curiosity, Mountania, Johann the Apprentice Sorcerer. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. Man, that isn't sweet. Look at that cake. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That cake. Solitary Sanctuary, Territorial Witch Stalker, Ginger Brute. They reprinted him. Nice. Little 1-drop for haste. They're 1-drop. He has 1 with haste, and he can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. He was in the original Throne of Eldraine. Minecraft Daredevil. Wonder how many reprints they did. Again, I didn't really look up this set before I did this video, so a lot of this is a mystery to me, nor did I get to go to the pre-release event, so I didn't have time. I hated it too because I really wanted to play this set. It's a lot of fun, a lot of cool flavor. Food, a Farsight Ritual, Primal Vigor, Scalding Viper again, Extraordinary Journey. What an extraordinary journey it was.
Peter.
Shadow!
A Questing Druid, remember the Questing Beasts, Intangible Virtue, Vampiric Rites, a Forest, Ashiok's Reaper, a Tanglespan Lookout, a Galvanic Giant, Troublemaker, oof, a Grabby Giant, Living Lectrin. Man, that's a podium that's come to life, and it's just come to give you all the PowerPoints that you missed in college. Death by PowerPoint. Let me know if anybody's pulled anything crazy. I forget what the foil's even called. It's like the confetti foils, I think. It's kind of a silly concept, but I guess like this set, if you're not familiar with it, it's very like fairy tale themed, like Gingerbread Man, King Arthur, and you know the Knights of the Round Table, all that stuff. Mossword Dread Knight, a Fraying Sanity. Speaking of frayed, top of that card's got a little fray to it. Ariat of the Charmed Apple, another mythic, legendary creature for white, black, and a colorless. Each creature that's enchanted by an aurora you control can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of auroras you control. That seems like it'd be a fun deck to make, for show. Court of Garenberg again. A Kellen the Fey-Blooded, another mythic. I think I've missed some of them. There might be some in here. Garrick's Uprising, Impact Tremors, that's a cool card. Impact Tremors is anytime a creature comes into play, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it does 1 damage. And it planes, an Archive Dragon, he's just in his cave with all his books. You know, he's getting all those AR points. AR, remember that? Anybody? The AR reading like club thing you did in school? Cheeky House Mouse. That's a cheeky house mouse. That's a cheeky house mouse. Misleading Moats, Hamlet Glutton, an Edgewall Pack. Hey, look at them dogs. I would pet every one of them good dogs. Commune with nature. Talking to the raccoon.
You're a strange looking fellow.
The raccoon. The trash panda. Yeah, but like the AR reading points from back in the day, you'd read books, get points, and at the end of the day you get like a reward. Or you'd just be like me and have no books read. Oh, we got a little duplication. Force Fruition. It's an enchantment for 6. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player draws 7 cards. Holy moly! What a wonderful card. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player draws 7 cards. I love that. That is flavorful and fun. Questing Druid again. Cool mechanic in this set. It's called On Adventure, or Going on an Adventure. so you get to cast it for this side of the card. Exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of until your next end step. You may play those cards, and then you can it comes back, and then it's that human druid. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a +1/+1 counter on questing druid. So cool mechanic that's very unique to these sets. I really like it a lot. There's Gelwing, casting director, the human bard. He's trying to make a movie, so he's just trying to give you all kinds of props. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's from the commander sets. There's the Restless Biovac again. The land, the same land. Spreading Seas. Man, look at that artwork. That is beautiful. And the foiling, gosh. And the smell, my goodness. Magic cards do have a really good smell to them. I'm not crazy, I promise. If you know, you know. Yeah, that's one of those situations. Spicy Spellcaster, Agatha's Champion, Howling Gelfang, Verdant Outrider, Vantress Transmuter, Sweet Tooth Witch. She's got a pie that's probably not good. I bet there's people in that pie. Leaping Ambush. Poor squirrel. Bet Wolf's gonna get that square. Oh no! Yeah, yeah. That's why I was a little bummed I didn't go to any of the pre-releases or drafts when this set first came out, is because it's just full of flavor. Really cool mechanics. I love the storylines to ELDRAINE. It's really neat. Restless Vinestalk. It's another one of those lands. This is the art, the extended full art. Man, that is beautiful. Holy moly, that's gorgeous. Very nice pool. At Polluted Bonds, there's anime artwork again. So 3 and 2 black. Whenever land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So just more ways to ping your opponents for doing things. Restless Vinestalk, there's that land again, just in the non-foil. Let's compare the two here, because I mean that foil just really pops it off. I like that a lot. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous, I say. What a beautiful specimen. Blightwing Bandit, Archon of the Wild Rose. That's a commander card. There's that. A Knightly Valor, a Griffin Airy. It just makes you feel like you're part of the medieval times when you're pronouncing some of these. Ash Party Crasher. Just having a good time crashing that party. A Fairy Fencing, Sir Armont the Redeemer, Hopeful Vigil, Frantic Firebolt, Sky Beast Tracker, and a Balluna's Gatekeeper. A giant soldier. Giant. I'm making the big steps. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Yeah. Yeah, that's what giants do. They make the big steps. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Quote me on that. Food, I think we got a lot of food, and I guess every token has a food. Yeah, every token's been a food on that side, and then something different on the other side. A Werefox Bodyguard. That is an Elf Fox Knight. What did the Elf Fox Knight say? Bing, 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 bing. Mana Flare, nice card. Yeah, whenever a player taps the land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type that land produced. It's a fun card. Virtue of Loyalty. It's a new card. 3 and 2 white. For this side, you can create a 2/2 White Knight creature token with Vigilance. Or on the enchantment side here, this big side, at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, untap those creatures. That seems really cool. I like that. That should probably go in my soldier deck. I need a soldier. Sleep Cursed Fairy. There's the old Gun Drop Poisoner again. A Stab Wound. 'Tis but a flesh wound. A Season of Growth. Plains. A Frolicking Familiar. An Otter Wizard. Man, look at his hat. This is the best card yet. Woo, man. I want to hang out with the Frolicking Familiar. That's my dude. That's my new best friend. It's settled. Ice Rot Sentry, a Lord Skitter's Butcher. Oh man, there's a rat peasant and he's making stuff. Ah, man, these two would just be just pure comedic gold. I'd watch this TV show forever. I cut in Merfolk Coral Smith, a Red Tooth Genealogist, and a Bespoke Battle Guard. Nice. We haven't hit any of the big ones. Omniscience is the big reprint that we've hit so far, but like Doubling Season, Mana Tithe, among some others. So that Doubling Season, I think, is probably the big dog. Got all the gooses on it. The gooses. Food. Thunderous Debt. Cool card. Nature's Will. There's Restless Cottage, another one of those lands. I think these land cycles will do well, just like I said, because you can turn them into creatures. I think that does a lot of good in Pioneer, maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't play a lot of Pioneer at all. So, but yeah, Rankle's Prank. Rankle's a infamous fairy character from this plane, and he does a lot of pranking. Like the fairies are known to be like kind of like always like kidding around and like playing these pranks. They find it funny, but a lot of times they're actually really terrifying. Like this one, like look at the flavor text. The louder they scream, the harder he laughs. Like, so I mean, that's pretty terrifying, really. That's not that funny. That's not funny. Mountain, Tattered Ratter. Oh, Black Betty, Tattered Ratter. Curse Courtier, Up the Beanstalk, Johann Stopgap, Spider Food. Ooh, that's not what you want to be. Into the Fey Court, and Return from the Wilds. You don't want to be Spider Food. I mean, like there's no graceful way to be eaten by a spider, right? It seems like it's pretty painful. And these packs they don't like to be opened easily. They have like a secondary film on them. I don't know if you can see that like plastic in there. It like pops off, and then it's like you have to tear it to, yeah, see, to get to the normal plastic. Double the protection to keep your cardboard safe.
Better double it, double!
Food. Lord Skitter Sewer King, the Rat Noble, His Majesty. Now that is some cool flavor. He says, whenever another rat enters the battlefield under your control, exile up to one target card from an opponent's graveyard. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. That seems fun. I run a Relentless Rat deck, so I like the rat flavor. It brings me joy. Rest in Peace. Nice. It's an enchantment that basically makes things stay gone forever. Whenever it enters the battlefield, exile all graveyards, and then if a card or token would put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile instead. So it's like, hey, just keep resting in peace, no recursion. You just stay where you're at. No need to come back, big dog. The Elusive Otter. Oh my goodness, these otters, these river puppies. Oh man, how cool. 1 drop for 1/1, or you can pay X in green for his on adventure side. Distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. How fun is that? What a cool 1 drop that is. A Lone Crafter Fawn, a Mosswood Dread Knight, and then an iconic card, Dragon Mantle. I can't tell you how many cards or how many drafts I've won with just kind of like taking these. It's fantastic. A Garrick's Uprising, an Island. It is a land. It's an island. Ruby Daring Tracker, Spellscorn Coven, Gingerbread Hunter, Not Dead After All. I wasn't dead after all!
I didn't lose my marbles after all!
Got like arrows in their back and stuff. Bum, bum, bum. A Kindled Heroism, Grand Ball Guest, a Warehouse Tabby. Man, that cat... Oh, Lord. Oh, look at... He's killed a rat, and then I don't know if you can see in the background, all these other rats are like, oh, you done messed up, kitty cat. Woof. Bad day to be that cat. Bad day. Alright, last pack. Let's get a doubling season. I'm gonna call my shot here. Let's pull that fire. Get the doubling season. There's the food. Hey, nice. A Necropotence in the full art full. Okay, not a doubling season, but a great card. Necropotence. It's a game winner for a lot of like black decks. I mean, just because the draw. You skip your draw step whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard, so it's gone. Bye bye. But then pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library face down, put that card into your hand at the beginning of your next end step. So a lot of shenanigans can be played with this card. Iconic card of Magic. It was the most expensive card in Ice Age, which is an older set that doesn't have a ton of value, but this reprint is just gorgeous. That full art foiling is beautiful. So yeah, I'm sure that's worth a couple pennies. And then Oversold Cemetery, nice little on theme in there with Necropotence and Oversold Cemetery. It's an enchantment that says at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So just more black graveyard shenanigans. This card is very playable in Commander, sees a lot of play, fun card. Love that artwork, it's really cool. I love it. It's like almost like kind of like a Nightmare Before Christmas type look. And then a Mosswood Dread Knight, an Unfinished Business. I could do this all day. Well, Captain America, I could do this all day. Blossoming Tortoise. Look at that peaceful tortoise, like with the peacock on his shell. Just a beautiful specimen. Grasp of Fate. That's a mythic. I know I've missed a lot of mythics, but that's a Grasp of Fate. Spreading Seas. A Plains. A Gallant Pie Welder. A Dwarf Knight who loves to wield pies into battle. Time for your just desserts, red-capped scum.
You rebel scum.
Ha ha ha! Pie to the face. Tough Cookie. Man, that's one tough cookie. Corvold and the Noble Thief. Stormkilled Prowler. Steamblade Assassin. Beanstalk Worm. And a Merry Bards. That is it for this box. I think it was a good box overall. Let's see why is this a mythic? So, whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you mill 3 cards and return a land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Activate abilities on lands you control cost 1 less to activate. Land creatures you control get +1/+1. So I could see that being some shenanigans, especially the activate ability reduction. Yeah, for sure, that's going to be insane. So yeah, overall, I think a great box, great set. If you haven't got out there and played, you draft it. All of your LGSs, I'm sure, have a ton of this stuff in stock. So go forth and seek it out. Play the game. Let me know how it is. Let me know if you pulled anything fun, like the confetti foils. I've seen some of those online. They look like they're really cool. They're really pretty. like and subscribe to the video, and join the Discord so we can talk some Magic. It's really fun. We do a lot of nerdy stuff over there, and I'm starting to get back into Spell Table, which is an online way to play Commander and other Magic games. So hit me up. We'll play some games. It's a fun time. But hope everybody's doing well. Make good choices. Have a good time. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye!